What's up? It's Pastor Saint Tyrone. I have a content creator. Her name is Lorraine Kamesha. She puts this up on her page. I'm a content provider. As you can see, this is my page, and I'm hoping to one day get big like these individuals. But this is what popped up on my page today from a content provider that I know. Let's listen. I have a great thoughts about this. I'm a man who is 49 years old. I am a man who wants to be a pastor, minister, serve him Yah, studying to become a master's and PhD in ministry. But so millions of us, there's millions of us out there doing that stuff. But what really I care about more than anything is the Deuteronomy 28 curses of the law that I think are on all black people, regardless whether we have kids or whether we don't. This lady is saying having babies after 35 years of age. When I was born in 1974, my grandfather was 60. So, you think a man should 60 years old have a child? No. What about 50? No. 40? 30? 20. The lady says in the title, Don't Rush, you still have plenty of time. I'm going to ask you what you think about that. And we're going to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get on with it. It's Pastor Saint Tyrone for the Full Beyond Open Doors Ministry International. My channel, Pastor Henry Howard Jr. Please like, comment, subscribe. We're only small. We want to grow. But I have another channel called Beyond Open Doors Ministry International. But we're going to grow the first one now so that you know more about me, as I've been on YouTube 15 years, but really have been making chunk content past 2 years. So it's time to get into it. Here we go.
Y'all, don't let nobody convince you that having a baby over 35 is something that is wrong or something that you should rush and do in your 20s. Now, I have to agree with you. I was much more energetic, I would say, in my 20s. But after 35, having a baby after 35, the wisdom, the knowledge that you know that you need to take care of yourself as well as your baby, access to things that your baby needs, being able to pick out a partner that is right for your baby and right for your family after 35. If you've lived a little, girl, don't let nobody convince you that you have to run out here and have babies before you turn 30. Either way, it's your choice, but I'm here to tell you. Baby over 35 is something that is wrong or something that you should rush and do in your 20s. Now, I have to agree with you. More energetic, I would say, in my 20s. But after 35, having a baby after 35, the wisdom, the knowledge that you know that you need to take care of yourself as well as your baby, access to things that your baby needs, being able to pick out a partner.
Whenever we talk, the truth comes out. It never goes away. Being able to pick out a partner. Did you hear what you said? A partner. I'm so glad. We got nothing but content today because the mindsets of our 35-year-old woman here, or after 35, that means 37, 38, 39, 40. Her mindset was not to get married after 35, 36, 37 and have a child. Her mindset was to have a child, then pick out a partner who obviously is willing to take care of another man's child. That ain't his. I hope he has kids. I say this to every woman out there. If you want a man to take care of your kids, you take care of his too. Brady Bunch it. It's a story. A man named Brady, and I won't, and he had three guys, boys. She had three girls. They got together. They had the Brady Bunch, and but they were rich. They had a maid. They had a beautiful house. They had it all. That ain't what's happening in the black community. Deuteronomy 28 is because the fact of the matter is most women that are able to have kids after 35 years old, they ain't picking the top notch dudes because the top notch dudes ain't wanting to wait that long for a woman anyway to have kids. And I'm talking the small 20 million blacks we call black men in America today. And we're the rich. We're the richest of all the blacks across the country and the world. Let's be clear. African American, 50 million of us that live in America are richer than all of the Africans across the earth. The Deuteronomy 28 cursed blacks of Hebrew, Deuteronomy 28 of the Hebrew culture, us. No matter whether we have beautiful hair, no matter whether we can check our roots back to Egypt, Africa, Nigeria, the fact is the people in America, the lowest, worst, poorest black on welfare is richer than the majority of blacks in Africa. Period. But what hurts us is what the Word of God told us in Deuteronomy 28. Satan and our sins and God's commandments said we'd be in this predicament, and we are. I understand her statement, and her name is, as you see here, Lorraine Kamisha. She got her channel. She's put out her content. But to say pick out a partner, what do you mean? It's like clothes. I'm picking out a man like I'm wearing drawers. I'm picking out an outfit. Your words always, always tell people, like my words right now are telling you exactly what I believe. And that's good. Stand on your square. I'm standing on mine. And I'm saying that my square is going to be winning out compared to your square because you got a young baby. Who's the father of that baby? Are you married to him? I pray you come back and you say we married and he lives with us. We bought that house together with that wonderful microwave behind you and we're living right. But in this little brief clip, first and foremost, Deuteronomy 28 is going to win if you don't follow after Yah's plan, his method. And what that means is living for him and living by him. The biggest thing I realized as a black man is I grew up without that knowledge. I lost my teens, my 20s, my 30s, and my 40s not really knowing the whole balance of the scriptures. How I expect a woman to act in my life, for me, with me, and how I act for her and with her. And in America, the black sister has been the supreme breadwinner and running everything, and the black man has not. And then we're having to beg and ask God to help, ask them to help us, which is the default. And so as I state for God and to him, help us black men be great black men so we can tell these black women how to be great black women.
That is right for your baby and right for your family after 35. If you've lived a little, girl, don't let nobody convince you that you have to run out here and have babies before you turn 30. Either way, it's your choice. But I'm here to tell you.
One of the great things that Kevin Samuels did, and I'm going to focus on what she exactly said, because whenever a woman is told what she says to back to herself, that proves two things. One, you were listening to her, and two, you heard her. There's a difference between listening and hearing. To hear somebody is just it goes in one head, ear it out the other. But to listen is to remember, to recall directly what that person said. And then when that person or you hear yourself being told what you said, it's a blessing and a curse. If you're a person that don't believe what you said or not going to stand on your square, you don't like that. If you're a person that do believe in what you said and going to stand on your square, that's a Masonic term. You're going to love it. And a lot of times women say things that they don't believe. She said, "It's girl." That's when that late in that statement meant this was to women. Obviously, she got a baby on a shoulder strap next to her breast, young newborn, and the baby is in her chest, and she's walking around keeping it calm. I mean, she's got to take care of a child. The reality is that health of the woman is critical for a child. And even my mom at 22 years old, when she had my brother, she had health issues and complications when she had Damien because of the life that she was going through, the issues she was going through with her husband, things that happen in life. A 35-year-old person has more complications than a person that's 22. A 45-year-old person has more complications than a person that's 22. But there are women out there thinking that they can wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and have a kid. And then at the same time while they're waiting, the cock carousel, many penises, many orgasms, many abortions, and many soul ties happening between the different people. And then all of a sudden now at 45, at 40, at 35, you're ready to have a kid. And that's exactly what I said it like that. Not ready to get married, ready to have a kid. I'm very precise in what I said. And that's the issue. Women of today don't want to get married. They don't want to have a child in marriage. They want to have bastards. But because the world has allowed it to be framed like, oh, you're having a bastard, you're just doing you. This is where we are today. They don't think about 20 years down range of what happens to that kid. And that's what Pastor is trying to make all women hear me think. Think about what happens to that kid when he's 18 and now he's in having sex with someone's daughter, or she's having sex with someone's son. What do you think you want your child to say when your child is 18 having sexual relations? The same thing? Ooh, I might as well wait till I'm 35. I don't know. Exactly. When you think it from that mindset, it matures you. It makes you go, ooh, is that what I want? And that's what a lot of people don't do. I hear the arguments about waiting, but she did not say pick your husband, then wait to 35. She said have your baby, then pick your partner. And the evil word partner, not husband. That's the crap word that's put out within the black community, the white community, and that's why your marriages, your relationships will not be successful. Oh yeah, you have 10-year relationships, but you both know you ain't successful. And then when the guy's able to move on, he's gonna move on and leave you alone, and you're gonna be hurt and broken, and all of it started from the foundation here. But Pastor, what do I do? It's a long haul, my sister, and I hate to say it. Get around married women. Find married women to submit to, study under, submit to, submit to. If you learn how to submit to married women, you can learn how to submit to a man in marriage.